Welcome to Journey to Joy. There's a parable of 3 workers who were asked what they do. One said, "I'm laying bricks." Another said, "I'm building a church." And the last one said, "I'm building the house of God." Their responses illustrate the differences between a job, something that we do for money, a career, something that we do for ourselves and our own advancement, and a calling, something that we do for God and for others that gives us meaning. And that sounds great, but how do we find our calling, our vocation? Perhaps vocation is not something that we find and discover, not a perfect path that will suit us ideally and that we can't deviate from, but rather a commitment to the particular role of service that we find ourselves in, which can be any meaningful activity, not just one that we're paid for. To go further, perhaps our calling is expressed with every moment, in every situation, with every person. So it's not finding that perfect role that suits us, but rather shaping ourselves and what we do to express our commitment to loving God and others. Now, to get more specific, I'll share 10 examples of motivations that may drive our daily work. These are based on Jonathan Fields' research of Sparketypes. And as you listen, notice which ones describe you as reasons for why you love what you do. I love to create, to make ideas manifest and turn them into reality. I love to solve puzzles and problems. I love learning for its own sake, and I have a perpetual fascination for things. I love to create order out of chaos, to streamline information and things. I love to bring things to life and enliven any interaction. I love to lead people and take them places. I love to teach and share wisdom. I love to advocate and help the underprivileged, to champion others. I love to advise and guide people through their situations. I love to nurture others, to give care and to relieve suffering. These 10 examples of motivations lie on a spectrum from creation, with making ideas manifest and solving puzzles, to elevation, with walking with others and serving them. No motivation is better than the other. In fact, they all reflect the character of God. God as a creator, God as a leader, God as an advocate, God as a nurturer. And the cool thing is, together and all of our different motivations and our diversity, we better reflect the complex and complete character of God. Alright, going back to our why, our motivation. Let's say we found that. Then what next? Well, the what is next. We can describe what we do in terms of why, then what. For example, I like to create order out of chaos, and I happen to do it in the aerospace and defense industry. Then it's up to us to shape our roles, our what, to better reflect our why. What are the changes that we can make or the conversations that we need to have in order to bring more autonomy, mastery, and purpose into our work? Autonomy that enables us to control and shape what we do in order to better reflect our why. Mastery in order to measure our advances and get better at what we do. And purpose to see the tangible ways in which we make life better for others through our work. Now, zooming back out to the bigger picture, each of the particular expressions of our vocations are all tied to one main calling to Jesus, a calling to belong to Him and thus to represent Him. We are stewards of the money, the time, the gifts, and the bodies that He's given us, and it's our imperative to honor Him with those and to serve and to give back. Our lives are gifts that we will be held accountable for. Will we choose to do as we please or to honor God with what He has created and what He has entrusted to us? That's our calling. Not to figure out an exact life plan or to change the world or to do something so magnificent, but to simply lovingly listen to and obey God and to best represent Him in the present moment with the present person. Perhaps that means talking to a friend in need, or to spend more time to do something with integrity instead of taking a shortcut. It's these small actions of daily love which may be hidden to others but are not hidden to God. These small actions compound into large impact. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Annie Shia, and this is Journey to Joy.